Bloomberg Audio Studios. Podcasts, radio, news.
The Stock Movers Podcast, your roundup of companies making moves in the stock market, harnessing the power of Bloomberg data.
I'm Carol Master with Matt Miller. We do want to take a look at some stocks on the move. Christina Aquino's with us, managing editor for Bloomberg Markets Live blog here at Bloomberg News. We do want to talk stocks, and Centene is one that everyone's been talking about today, Christine.
Absolutely, Carol. I mean, with a record 40% drop, how could you not talk about it, right? Mm-hmm. So yeah, Centene, ticker CNC. It is a health insurance group, and the reason it dropped so much today was because it pulled its 2025 guidance, primarily because of rising risks from its Affordable Care Act plans, right? The company is the biggest, or it's a top seller of ACA health plans, and given what's going on with the tax bill and potential cuts to Medicaid, is really suffering big. And, you know, it's taken down a lot of the other health insurance companies who investors are fearing might suffer the same fate. Particularly for Centene, we did have UBS analysts cutting their view to neutral from buy, and they're saying same thing, you know, Medicaid cost trends not looking great for this company. Bloomberg Intelligence also warning that its debt faces the risk of being downgraded to junk and potentially being excluded from the Bloomberg US Aggregate Index.
God, in one day, like, whew.
Yeah, it's all over. It's amazing that nobody saw this coming, right? We've seen the draft legislation.
Right.
It's fascinating. And you know what else is fascinating, Christine? The fact that Tesla actually rose today after putting out such dismal sales numbers. I mean, this is a company that's supposed to be making at least 2 million and selling 2 million cars a year. And if you look at what they did this last quarter, it's an annual run rate of only 1.5.
Absolutely, Matt. And now they're facing a deficit of 110,000 cars to overcome that in the second half and return to growth this year. But yeah, absolutely right. Tesla, ticker TSLA, finishing the day up nearly 5%. You know what? It's really benefiting from lowered expectations. Mm-hmm. That's what it is, right? Because yes, as you pointed out, Matt, global sales tumbled more than 13% in the second quarter. But because the expectation was for as much as a 20% decline, then analysts are saying, oh, actually, it's not that bad. And we did get William Blair analysts saying as well that their inline delivery numbers is probably being seen as a win. And there's a sense that demand growth is simply slowing rather than spiraling.
I will say that...
Did you have Gene Munster on? Who had Gene Munster on?
No, that was the tech show. I saw him on Bloomberg Tech with Ed Ludlow and Caroline Hyde.
He said we're at the bottom here, right? Managing partner of Deepwater Asset Management, talking on Bloomberg
I did
TV.
see the Ford Motor Company, which had been the second biggest seller of electric vehicles in America after Tesla. They only sold 16,000 EVs in the whole second quarter.
It's not great.
So it makes Tesla's 384,000 seem like a decent amount.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's Tesla doing this year?
Tesla is, I think they have dropped
down 22% year to date.
Yeah, and they've dropped below $1 trillion, right? As we were saying yesterday, they're no longer a $1 trillion stock. Oh,
no,
with today's gain, with today's gain, they're at $1.016 trillion.
Ticker TSLA, we know it well. Let's go to Coinbase.
Coinbase, ticker COIN. That's also having a good day today. Shares up 5% to finish the day. And that is really primarily due to just this euphoria over the stock market, right? And when you see S&P 500 finishing at record highs once again, the first thing
is that over euphoria of the stock market,
well,
or euphoria
or I
over
suppose
crypto?
The lack of outright bad news. Shall we frame it like that, right? But yeah, you know, and when the stock market is kind of in this sort of mood, it's a shortened week, or about to head into a holiday long weekend. There is a little bit of optimism there, however short-lived. But crypto-linked stocks, of course, benefiting from that, and Coinbase among them. But, you know, specifically for Coinbase, we did have a few bits of good news for them. You know, they have that tie-up with PayPal in Australia, where customers can now use PayPal to buy and sell cryptocurrencies on a platform. And then last week, their shares also hit their first record since 2021. And that is because of the U.S. Senate legislation for stablecoins pegged to the dollar. That really did do a lot for Coinbase shares. And of course, in May, it was added to the S&P 500.
the Stock Movers Podcast from Bloomberg Radio. Check back with us throughout the day for the latest roundup of companies making news on Wall Street. And for the latest market-moving headlines, listen to Bloomberg Radio live. Catch us on YouTube, Bloomberg.com, and on Apple CarPlay and Android Auto with the Bloomberg Business app.